It is winter meeting time for Major League Baseball, which means this weekend is the announcement for the Baseball Hall of Fame and who could be going in the Modern Era Committee. Now, I previously did a video talking about who were the finalists for the Modern Era Committee and who I think could have a good chance to get in. But I'm going to run down real quick the list of the 10 people that made the final ballot. Dwight Evans, Steve Garvey, Tommy John, Don Mattingly, Marvin Miller, Thurman Munson, Dale Murphy, Dave Parker, Ted Simmons, and Lou Whitaker. Excuse me. So, they are going to vote tomorrow, and what I've decided to do is I'm going to respect the rules of this committee, and I'm going to go by their rule of you can vote for as little as 0, but as many as 4. So what I did was I did some research, and basically this is if I had a vote for the Modern Era Committee for the Baseball Hall of Fame. If I had a vote for the Modern Baseball Committee for the Baseball Hall of Fame, who would I vote for? This was a lot harder than I honestly expected my decision to be, because there were some people like weeks ago when I did the video where I thought, okay, this guy's a no-brainer. This guy is going to get my vote. This guy's going to get, he's going to go into the Hall of Fame. I really do. But as time went on, and this was before I did the research, I'm like, well, wait a minute. Let's hold on that. And then doing the research and thinking about the 10 people who had impact, this was very tough. So I'm going to read off who I would give my vote for. And I'm not going to do it in any order. It's not going to be in alphabetical order. It's not going to be, oh, this person was the first one that I chose. I'm just going to go by who I feel should be in. If I had a vote, these would be the people that I would go for. And I'm going to give you my reason to each one. And I do want to say real quick, thank you to baseballreference.com. That is what I use to get a lot of the stats for the players. Marvin Miller, obviously not a player. He was an executive, so I didn't look up Marvin Miller on baseballreference.com. But check them out. It is a fantastic website. Everything you need if you are a baseball stat junkie like I am. Okay, so the first person that I'm going to bring up who I think deserves a vote is Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy, 7-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner, 4-time Silver Slugger, 1982 and 1983 National League MVP. I think that's a key stat right there, that he won the MVP 2 years in a row in the National League. Got a .265 career batting average, 1982 and 83 National League RBI leader, and 1984-1985 National League home run leader. So, Dale Murphy, you get my vote. The next person that I would give a vote to is Dave Parker. Dave Parker was a 7-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time Silver Slugger, 1977 and 1978 National League batting champion with the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1978 National League MVP. He was also the MVP of an All-Star game, member of 2 championship teams, the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates and the 1989 Oakland Athletics, and a .290 career batting average. That's pretty good. That's a lot of things that he's accomplished. My next vote would go to Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly was a 6-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glover, 3-time Silver Slugger, the 1984 American League batting champion, 1985 American League MVP, year I was born, so, I sort of got to give him a vote there. And a 307 career batting average. Of the 8 position players, and I'm excluding the pitcher on this, he's got the highest batting average of all 8. And my final vote, this was really tough. It came down to about 2 or 3 people. I'll mention who almost got a vote in a minute. My last vote goes to Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey was 1974 National League MVP, 10-time All-Star. He's the most out of this group. 4-time Gold Glover, 2-time All-Star MVP, 2-time National League Championship Series MVP, member of the 1981 Dodgers championship team, and a .294 career batting average. So those would be the 4 that I would vote for if I had a vote for the modern era baseball committee. Now, I said before the last vote that there were a few people that I was really considering giving a vote to. And I want to mention 3 of them. The first one was Marvin Miller, and he's a big argument to get in. And I really do think he should get in because he helped the players and their salaries so much. If you watch the Ken Burns documentary on baseball, that's a big story in the documentary, and then once he gets involved, helping out, and then eventually the salaries got so big by the time that he left in 1982, it's unbelievable. So Miller almost got a vote from me. Another person who almost got a vote from me was Thurman Munson, and I wasn't going to vote based on this person is no longer with us. Munson passed away 40 years ago in a tragic airplane accident. But his stats, to me, hold up tremendously. A 7-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glover, 1970 Rookie of the Year in the American League, 1976 AL MVP, and that's a year where the Yankees get back to the World Series after I think it was like 15-year absence. Member of the 77 and 78 Yankees team that won the World Series, and he had a .292 career batting average. The only reason it's tough. It's really tough because I think after looking up his statistics, especially key areas, Munson deserves a spot in Cooperstown. But there's just something missing there. I think if he had lived longer, if he had many more years, I think he would have been in the Hall of Fame by now. But it's such a tough choice, Plus, between him and Ted Simmons, I would have put Munson ahead of Simmons. Because Munson did more for the Yankee organization in that 9-10 year period, to me, to have garnered a vote or closer to a vote than Ted Simmons did. Simmons didn't really impress me. I know I'm going to get it from the older baseball fans. His best case is that he has a .285 career batting average at catcher position. That's a really good batting average career-wise for a catcher. And the other person that I was really thinking about giving a vote to is Lou Whitaker. I really was thinking about it. 5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 1978 American League Rookie of the Year, member of the 1984 Detroit Tigers team that won the World Series, finished 8th in the 1983 American League MVP voting. But this one stat that I'm going to bring up is what turned me away from him getting my vote. Of the players, of the 8 players outside of pitchers, Whitaker had a .276 career batting average. That's the second lowest among this group. Dwight Evans was the lowest. Evans was a .272. and here I'm going to show you guys. You know, I see I've got my stats, so that's why I was looking at the paper. Um, if that it's the batting average that turned me away. If he was, a better batter, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just tough. It's very tough. Evans was not going to get my vote. He didn't have enough for me to make a decision. I already talked about Simmons. Tommy John, God, my dad said to me once, he should be in the Hall of Fame because they have a surgery named after him. I mean, but he's got some support here. He's a four-time All-Star. He has 288 career wins. So he was 12 away from that 300 mark. And when you get to 300, you're pretty much, as a pitcher, you're guaranteed to be in the Hall of Fame. He had over 2,200 career strikeouts, finished second twice in Cy Young voting, in 77 for the Dodgers and 79 for the Yankees. But I think what turned me off was his career ERA was a 3.34. That's a little bit high for me, and that's what turned me away from that. Although I really think Tommy John does deserve a place. Most of these guys deserve a place in Cooperstown, but I just went with who I thought were the best choices looking at their career statistically, what they did, on the field, off the field. But it was very tough. It really was tough. And also in the office, too, got to mention that. So, just to recap, my votes would go to Dale Murphy, Dale Murphy, Dave Parker, Don Mattingly, and Steve Garvey. I'm going to have a video up tomorrow night after they announce who, if any of them, got into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And the next time that this category will come up, well, they're not going to have to wait too long. It's going to be 3 years for the next time around. It'll be December of 2022 when they will vote for the class of 2023. If you agree or disagree with any of my selections or reasons, leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope we started, or at least I hope I started, a good conversation among baseball fans.